Coffee. What about
Oh
coffee?
yeah.
You know,
Hmm.
we get a lot of, obviously, the extreme views of coffee is burnt bean juice. It's got all
Yeah.
these anti-nutrients. It makes you poop and it's not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I am admittedly a caffeine addict. I love
Hmm.
this stuff and I justify it. But there's always
Yeah.
a hint of shame when I go to take my double
Totally.
espresso. So where
Yeah.
does coffee fit into your equation? Is it a yes, no, it depends maybe? Is it always a yes for you? What
Yeah.
do you suggest for people's relationship with coffee?
Definitely yes for me. So as it relates to me, for sure, I've tried without it. Because again, just going super simple from when I first started, I just wanted to see if I could optimize anything without it. How did it feel? And honestly, it didn't miss it. And I did it for a few months too. So I gave it a good go. Then I added it back in my life. And cognitively speaking, it really just makes
Hmm.
my life a lot better, I feel, and as long as I am sourcing the best quality that I can, finding pesticide free,
Yeah.
mold free coffee, organic, fair trade, quality gourmet coffee, then I feel good about that choice. And of
Yeah.
course, whatever I put in it with, whether it's raw milk or cream or maybe an egg yolk, super amazing. But, and to leverage it to the point where it's not, taking away from my day or taking tomorrow away or taking the next day away. So until I get to that point, then maybe I can readdress like what caffeine means in my life. And then for those who are thinking about caffeine or coffee in general, maybe you might want to look at how it relates in your life. Like, are you anxious? Are you suffering from gut issues? Like, then we need to look at these things that can affect and cause those symptoms too. So I would say just try it. But if it does take a few years off of my life at the end of life, I'm okay with that because I enjoy every second of it every day.
I love it. I feel similar. I've tried life without it, and I think that is the invitation. Really, is to, wherever you're at on the coffee. If you don't drink it, great. We're not saying you need it by any means, but if you do, and it's been a habit for years of your life, and maybe you're the kind of person that also justifies the 3 o'clock in the afternoon cup for the energy boost, then maybe it's time, just as a call to action, to wean off and try life without it. Admittedly, that could suck. You might get the caffeine headaches, you might get the withdrawal symptoms, but it is very interesting to go through this experiment, like we started the conversation with, of removal and keeping it simple. And then you can decide where and when you want to add it back in. And similar to your story, I've done lots of time without coffee. I'll come off for retreats and such. And, it's miserable for a few days. And then I get fine and I'm really balanced. And I'm like, I like myself without coffee, but I always come back. And I feel that, maybe that's my slightly addictive personality, but it's also, I do enjoy the kind of, inherently like motivating ritualistic aspects of coffee too. So it's not a one size fits all, like you said, with a lot of this stuff. So hello friends, if you enjoyed that clip, then you can watch the entire thing by heading to this link over here, or you can find us wherever you find podcasts by searching Radical Health Radio. If there's value here, please hit that like button, let us know in a comment what your biggest takeaway was, and hit subscribe. Support the show as we support you. We'll see you soon.